Oh yeah, that's right. It's the head-to-head mashup we've all been waiting for, or maybe we've never needed, but we're gonna do it anyway. In this corner, we have the OG, the 40-ounce Stanley Quencher. By the way, this is going to be the 2.0 that we are testing today. In the other corner, we have the newcomer to the arena. We have the Meoky. By the way, this is also new to my collection, so I'm excited to see how it holds up. And at the end of this video, we're even gonna do a 24-hour ice test to see exactly how long ice remains in these cups and how long these cups keep your drinks cool. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But first, let's talk about similarities, right? Obviously, both of these 40-ounce cups. Obviously, both of these double wall vacuum insulated, capable of keeping your drinks cool and ice in your cup for hours on end. Both of these have straw lids, and both claim to be fairly leak resistant and or leak proof. And both have that nice slim profile right there at the bottom, which is comfortable on your hand, and it's gonna work in your car cup holder. But now let's talk about the reason you're here. Let's take a look at the main differences. Starting with difference number 1, the bottom. Do you see it? This one has something that the Stanley does not. This one actually has a non-slip grip, which is really important because if you're like me, you tend to kind of be a little bit clumsy with your cups. Notice, one, got that nice non-slip grip. The other one, rocking around quite a bit. The second biggest difference is in the straw. The Stanley just comes with a standard plastic straw, but the Meoky actually comes with an upgraded metal straw with a silicone tip. So you kind of get the benefit of having those ice cold sips without that metallic aftertaste, which is really, really nice. Third, let's talk leaks, shall we? So the Stanley claims to be leak resistant, and I'll show you exactly what that means here in a second, but the Meoky claims to be leak proof, and we're gonna put that to the test. So first up, the Stanley. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the non-straw hole side, and we're going to use it to cover up that little sip hole. That is supposed to make this leak resistant. Let's see whether or not it actually is. All right, here we go, Stanley. Not very leak resistant. Now let's try the same with the Meoky. In fact, I don't even need this towel anymore because I know this works. Check this out. That's right, totally leak proof. All right, now we ready for the 24-hour ice test? Let's fill both of these up to the brim with ice, top it off with water, and check back in every few hours to see how they do. Okay, it's been 12 hours. We're gonna do our first check-in. Right, it looks like we've still got ice in both the Meoky and the Stanley 12 hours in. In fact, at this point, I can't really tell who's winning. Let's keep going. Good morning, ready for our 24-hour check-in. First up, the Stanley, still ice. Next, we have the Meoky and still ice. Again, kind of hard to tell who's in the lead here. Let's keep going. Okay, time for the 36-hour check-in. Let's see how the Stanley's doing. Still ice. And let's see how the Meoky's doing. Still ice. I'm thinking maybe the Stanley's in the lead, although it's hard to tell. We'll check back in again in the morning at the 48-hour point. Okay, we're at the 48-hour mark. Let's see whether or not we still got ice in either one of these cups. We'll check the Stanley first. Dude, there's still a little bit of ice 48 hours in. All right, let's compare that to the Meoky. And no ice on the Meoky, but still ice cold. This is really impressive. So the Stanley will last you over 48 hours. The Meoky, I know I still had ice in it last night at about the 36-hour mark, still cold, but didn't quite outlast the Stanley, although I will say this one was close.